Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to simulate a bank account and how to manage it. Here, I'm having a class called bank account, and in this class, I'm having a function called show balance. We are having a constructor and also a destructor. And for the constructor, we are having two arguments apart from the self, and one of them is owner, sorry, and the other one is balance. Whenever this constructor is called, we're going to show this message. Account created for, then the name of the owner. Basically, whenever this constructor is called, it is going to initialize two attributes for us, owner and balance, using the arguments that are passed when we are creating the object. And here is the show balance function. Whenever this function is called, it is going to show this message. It is going to type down the name of the person, then the balance is shown. And finally, whenever we are deleting and removing the object, the destructor is automatically called and this message is shown. Account for example, Reza is now closed. So in order to work with this system, we need to create an object. So we are creating an object called ACC from the bank account class. To do that, I have the name of my object, which is ACC equals, then the name of the class, which is bank account. And in parentheses, I'm having two arguments. Why two arguments? Because apart from self, there are two arguments in my constructor. So Alice is for the owner and 5,000 is for the balance. And then when the object is created, we learned that the constructor is going to be called automatically, and it is going to initialize our attributes with the arguments that are passed when we are creating the object. So Alice and 5,000 are assigned to our attributes when the constructor is automatically called during the creation of the object. Then, after this has finished, this work for the constructor has finished, we are calling the show balance function. When we are calling this show balance, here we are showing this message, the name and then the balance. So we are using the ACC object to call show balance function. Therefore, this part is going to use the attributes that were stored for this Alice because we use the same object to initialize our attributes through constructor. Okay, so this is why when we call the show balance function with the same object, it is going to show the information for Alice. So it is printing Alice's balance is 5,000. And then finally, we are deleting our object ACC. And when we are deleting that, the constructor also is called automatically and it shows this message. Account for Alice is now closed. We could have another function, for example, for the withdraw, and we could discuss, for example, if Alice is going to withdraw some amount of money, for example, that could be reduced or added if they want to deposit some money to their balance. This could be also possible and one option to extend this exercise. You can do it yourself. For further exercise, you create a new option and a new function, for example, for depositing the money and another new function for withdrawing money from the bank, and then you could call those functions to add some amount of money or some withdraw some amount of money. But you need to be careful when you're creating an object. You need to have more arguments for the amount of deposit or the withdraw that the person, for example Alice, would like to have. So let me run the code. When I run the code, it says account created for Alice. So we are creating the object, therefore the constructor is called and this message is shown, account created for Alice. Then we are calling the function called show balance. And then show balance function is called, and the information of Alice is being printed. Alice's balance is 5,000. And finally, when we are deleting the object, we are showing this message: account for Alice is now closed. So this is how we can use a class, an object, to work with different systems. In this case, we were simulating a bank account system, and it's very useful. We can have it with many other systems as well. So you see that they are practical and they are used in real world. Thank you for watching.